Okay, hi, how are you? My name is Amanda, and this is my first YouTube video. And just to give you an idea of what is to come on this channel, I will tell you how my day has already started. I spent 20 minutes looking for the notebook that had the information that I was going to say in the video because I'm so disorganized and I have so many notebooks, I couldn't find it anywhere. And then when I did find it, I had the wonderful misfortune of, while I was trying to set up the camera, of knocking my tea over onto it and all over the floor. So, good morning. How are you doing? I have always wanted to make a YouTube channel. I am a lover of YouTube. If you were to look at my watch time on my phone for how much I watch YouTube, I watch it from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. Literally, I am blessed to have a job that allows me to drive in my car so I can just watch YouTube all day long. It's fantastic. So I've always wanted to be part of this community as a creator and not just an observer, because I feel like I just love it so much. And I also have no friends, so I thought maybe we could be friends. So the whole point of this video, not necessarily the point of my channel, because I have no idea what this is going to turn into. FYI, I have really bad ADD, so the chances of this channel like staying consistent with the same content all the time is highly unlikely. It's probably going to be all over the place. The purpose of me making this video, and the reason why I finally had the urge to start the channel, is that I decided to do a no-buy / low-buy year for 2020. And as we go through this process of the next couple of videos, you will see why this is a necessity. Today, I'm going to talk about the rules and the reasons for me doing this on a very base level, and then I will show you proof through the other videos as to why this needs to happen. Let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about myself. So I am currently 32 years old. I'm about to be 33 in March, and I have no children, but I do have a boyfriend that I live with. I just realized that this picture in my background is a gnome giving you the finger. That's my boyfriend's picture, by the way. I forgot it was there. I apologize. That was a really rude way to start us getting to know each other. I don't feel that way. That gnome's opinion does not reflect my opinion of you. I think you're wonderful. As I was saying, I live with my boyfriend, who obviously has a weird sense of humor. So we have two incomes in the home, but I'm responsible for my half of the bills. So I have a part-time job. I am part-time employed driving my car, delivering tools, which is like so glamorous. If you get this opportunity for a job like this, just do it, because it is who you get to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. You get to drive for hours in the morning early when everybody's pissed off and trying to get to work. It's great. You get to move heavy things. You get to lift heavy things early in the morning. It's kind of like going to the gym, except not, because it's freezing outside right now. So you get to be so cold, so cold. It's the best. So that's what I do 3 days a week. And then the rest of the time, I own my own businesses. Lots of air quotes. One of the main reasons why I want to do this is that I desperately have been building businesses for years. And I get very bored very easily. I give up on things very easily because I move on to something new. And I'm very blessed in the way that I have a lot of creative energy, but I don't have a lot of organizational strengths. I am able to start projects and be really good at doing them for like a couple months, and then, find something else. But the last couple projects that I started, I actually really do want to stick with. I am in my 30s now. I need to pick something and really just run with it. And so I don't call myself an artist. I don't call myself, I make things. Hi, I'm Amanda. I make things. I have an office, which I'm sitting in right now, that is a disaster. Did I mention I have ADHD? It needs help, and I can't get any work done because there's just so much stuff in here. And so part of me doing the snow buy is to try to get through all the stuff that I have, really utilize my space and just stop cluttering it with just stuff. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, is that I need to get less stuff and organize my current stuff, all the stuff. Aside from that, I also want to tell you my financial situation currently, outside of my income. So my income sources currently are my part-time job and any of the stuff that I make that I actually manage to sell. As far as money going out goes, I am very lucky that I have managed up until now to accrue zero debt. I was brought up to believe that if you can't afford it, don't buy it. So if you want it, save up for it. I have been lucky enough that the only debt I ever accrued in my life was for my car, which I paid off years ago. So I now own it outright. I don't have a car payment, which is fantastic. I did for a long time and it sucked. Like, I never want to do that again. I own my car. I bought an RV a couple years ago, about 6 years ago. I paid for it in cash. I pay for my apartment, but I have no outstanding debt. I do have to do my taxes because I forgot to in 2015. So I might end up with a little bit of debt in the next couple months, but we'll see. So the good news is in my no-buy year, I'm not necessarily paying down debt. I am trying to save money. But with my current income and the math that I did, realistically, even if I buy nothing outside of what I need, I only have like around $130 a month left over for me to save. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be at the end of this, like I saved $45,000 because I don't even make that in a year with all of my income. Unless something miraculous happens and I get my shit together so much that my business starts doing really well, that would be amazing. But currently, I don't really have all that much money to save. So every little bit counts. And I think that that's why it's been so easy for me over the years to justify spending $5 here and there on nonsense, because it's like, well, all my bills are paid, and even if I did save it, it's like not even worth saving, so fuck it, buy the cup. You know, maybe that's just me. So now that we got all of that out of the way, if I forgot anything, you know, leave it in the comments below. I'll answer any other questions about my life if I missed anything, but I think I got all of that under control. Oh, I didn't tell you, I do have animals. I have 4 rats. Please don't come for me. I love them. If you don't like rats, I understand, but they're like my soul. So please don't say anything mean about them in the comments because they're my babies, okay? I have had cats and dogs in the past, but unfortunately they all passed away. So I have had normal pets before. I'm not just like a weird rat lady for the last 30 years. Like, I was normal once, but you know, things happen. So let's get into the good stuff. I have made a list, a very wet list now, but a list nonetheless, that has everything that I am allowed to buy, everything I'm not allowed to buy, and things I'm allowed to kind of buy sometimes under the right circumstances. The list of things that I can buy is a lot shorter, so we're gonna go into that. And it might not be exhaustive because I didn't really do the obvious things, but this is it. It's like 3 things. I'm allowed to buy food because I need to live this next year. I'm allowed to buy food with friends if I go out to eat. So I'm allowed to go out with my my one friend, and get food with her, which is already very rare. But if I do, I'm allowed to do that. But I have a $15 budget. I can't spend more than that because we have this horrible habit of going to this place that has like really good food. It's like a tea house, and we spend hours sitting there just eating hummus and rice, and it's just wonderful. And it's easily a $40 or $50 trip every time, so I can't do that anymore. I'm also allowed to buy supplies for my business, my current business only, and I will explain why in a second. Looking at this, I realize this could be kind of long, so I probably should have apologized earlier, but I'm apologizing now for how long this might be. So for my no buy, I am not allowed to buy any new makeup. Now I'm going to elaborate on each thing a little bit because I feel like a lot of my no buys are not same as other people's no buys. I mean, some of them are the same, but my reason for doing them may not be the same reason other people are doing them. So I don't have a problem with makeup. I don't excessively buy makeup. I will say at one point I did excessively buy makeup. I used to not wear any makeup, and then one day I found the beauty YouTubers, and then all of a sudden I needed all of the makeup. I spent so much money on makeup, and at the time I had a job that allowed me to do so. I had a good paying job, and I could easily spend hundreds of dollars a month on makeup, and I did. And then, you know, as I do with my ADD brain, I got over it. And now, yes, I still wear makeup, but I don't obsessively buy makeup anymore. I can watch beauty YouTubers and not be like, oh my God, I need to own every freaking thing of makeup that comes out. I'm not out here spending hundreds of dollars a month on makeup that it's a problem. But for the sense of the no buy year, for the purpose of saving every little penny, I'm not allowed to buy any new makeup. I can replace makeup, but I'm not allowed to buy new makeup. The second thing I'm not allowed to buy anything new of is skincare. Now, if I had started this no buy year 2 months ago, that wouldn't have even been on my list. That's because I hadn't yet found the skincare YouTubers. I found them last month, and then I spent $200 on skincare. You're gonna notice a pattern that I don't tend to spend money on a day-to-day basis. What happens is my ADHD brain gets hijacked by becoming obsessed with things, and then I need to own it, all of it, everything about it. And then I will spend hours, if not days, sometimes weeks, researching and finding things on this product or item or genre of whatever, and I just spend so much time and so much money obsessing over things, only to have them, once I acquire them, become kind of whatever. I'm over it, and I've spent hundreds of dollars. It's a problem. So because of my newfound obsession with skincare, that's kind of faded off now. It's been about, this is like right before Christmas, so I spent all my Christmas money on it, and now I have like everything, which you will see in a future video because I'm going to go through all the things I own. The third thing I'm not allowed to buy is cups and mugs. I have a problem with this. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I love them. And I know I'm not the only one because I've seen this on other people's lists too, and it just made me feel so much better. I have a problem with cups and mugs. I buy all of them. I don't know what it is. I have such a varied style, and I think that contributes to my problem with buying so many things, is that there's one half of me that's like an adult that just really likes adult things like this. I love this mug. It's so pretty. I got it at the thrift store. It's like beautiful inside. It looks like some amazing, there's a very long hair in it. That's gross. But then there's the other half of me that buys stuff like this. Who's gonna drink out of this? This looks like a planter more than a mug. It was sold as a mug, but how do you drink out of this? It's ridiculous. But I needed it because one of my other problems is Hello Kitty. And this one I just got recently before I started the no buy year. This just came out at Starbucks for the Chinese New Year, the rat. And of course, being a rat mom, I had to get it. I mean, look at this. It's so cute. It's got like little gold, whatever. This isn't about my rat mug. This is about the stuff I'm not gonna buy, not the stuff I did buy. That's it. No mugs this year. No cups, no mugs. And it's already been hard. I spent about 20 minutes walking around with a mug in my hand yesterday, 2 days ago. Anyways, I was in Target with a mug in my hand for 20 minutes, and I ended up reminding myself I had to put it back because I wasn't supposed to be buying mugs. So there's that. The next thing I'm not allowed to buy is clothes. And this is another thing that is really not a problem for me. I don't buy clothes a lot. I hate clothes shopping. I hate putting on clothes in dressing rooms and looking at them and hating the way I look in them. I'm very blessed that I don't have the problem of looking at people on Instagram and being like, oh my God, I love that dress. I need to own that dress. It would look so good. It'll make me look like her. I'm under no impression that I'm ever gonna look like her. So I don't have the urge to buy the things that she wears, because if anything, it's just gonna make me hate myself because I don't look like her and I look like a fucking idiot in them. And so I don't like clothes. But occasionally I need to buy clothes because it is what it is. And again, I have this same problem that I do with the cups, where there are times where I feel like I'm an adult human and I can buy clothes that are like adults. Like this shirt I got recently on sale. I was like, wow, this is a really cute shirt. Adults wear stuff like this. Like, it looks like I got my shit together, right? But maybe like a week before that, I was at Hot Topic and I saw a shirt that was for the Hufflepuff house. It was amazing. It had a badger on it and I was like, I need that. They also had a shirt that had pushing on it with cupcakes, and I also needed that. You know, I'm just realizing, saying this out loud, like, I really need to go see somebody. So, yeah. In order to avoid myself from impulse buying shit I'm never gonna wear, or I'm only gonna wear sometimes, or I just don't need. So I'm not allowed to buy new clothes unless I have to replace things, which ironically I do have to go buy new jeans, because every pair of jeans I has developed this hole right in the crotch. Why? Moving on, the next thing is stuffed animals. And I know what you're thinking, Amanda. You're 33 years old. Why do you have to stop yourself from buying stuffed animals? And the answer to that is, I don't know, okay? I just need them. I have a stuffed animal collection that is out of control. I love stuffed animals. I don't know why. I just collect them. I collect stuffed animals. I think they're amazing. I sleep with them every night. My boyfriend hates it. It's a thing. I really don't want to fight about it, so let's just not bring it up. So stuffed animals, none for this year. Next up is Starbucks coffee. I don't go to Starbucks a lot. I used to go to Starbucks a lot. I don't so much anymore. I used to buy it probably 5 to 7 times a week, and now honestly, I can't be bothered to leave my house, and we don't have Postmates here. Oh, because this isn't really a problem for me, this isn't on my complete no buy. Starbucks coffee is on my complete no buy because I don't drink black coffee. Of course, if I'm gonna get coffee, I have to get like a fancy coffee. So, they're $5. When we get to my low buy list, you'll see what I am allowed to purchase, but it's not Starbucks $5 coffee. That's for damn sure. The next thing is home decor and tchotchkes. My house is not aesthetically pleasing. Oh my God, the troll is back. It's because I went to get the mugs. So next up is home decor. My house is not aesthetically pleasing at all. Everything is everywhere. Nothing makes sense. Me and my boyfriend have 2 different styles when it comes to stuff, and I just honestly can't be bothered to decorate most things. However, I will buy random tchotchke shit, mostly for my office. And when I mean random tchotchke shit, I mean stuff like this. Why do I need this? I don't know. I saw it at the Dollar Tree and I thought he was adorable and I just needed him. But I don't need him. So I'm not allowed to buy stuff like this anymore because I already have stuff like this and it's not necessary. So the next problem I have, the next thing I'm not allowed to buy is scarves, because I have way too many. I have a lot of scarves. It's another problem. It's like the mug thing, where when I see them and I just need them. And it's not just like small scarves. We're talking like the blanket ones, like the ones you could wear as an entire ass top. I love those, and I can't buy any this year. I am sure I'm going to see some that I fall in love with. And this actually almost ended up on my low buy, where I'm like allowed to buy 1 or 2 in the whole year. But I really don't need any more. Next thing, we're getting close. The next thing I'm not allowed to buy is like quick convenience snack foods. I recently have decided that I wanted to lose weight, and I'm about halfway there now, which is amazing. But a problem that I had, which me trying to lose weight has kind of stopped already anyways, so this isn't really that much of a problem, but I also had to put it on my no buy in case, when I actually get to my goal weight, I don't go back to this. That is buying like quick snack things. And for me, what this looked like was I would be getting out of work from my shift around like 10 or 11 in the morning, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so hungry, I just want to go home and eat lunch, but I have things to do, like I have to run errands, so I'll just get a bag of chips. And that's what I would do. I would go to the Dollar Tree or wherever and get a bag of salt and vinegar chips or off-brand Funyun thingies or whatever is salty and crunchy, and I would eat the entire bag in my car while I was driving. Yeah, it's only $1, but when you do that often, it adds up. Not only financially, but it adds up. Trust me, when you hit your 30s, you can't just eat whatever you want anymore. So in order to save my wallet and my pants, did I mention I have holes in all the crotches? I'm not allowed to buy quick snacks anymore. The next thing I'm not allowed to buy is hair accessories. I know, again, this sounds weird. Like, what could you possibly be buying at 32 years old? I don't know, okay? I have a problem with buying bows, sparkly things, interesting textures. I recently got a pink velvet scrunchie and I was like, so in love. I can't keep doing this. I need to use what I have. I have so many hair accessories and I don't do anything. I have 2 looks with my hair. This isn't usually one of them. I did this for you guys. My normal look is like up in a grandma bun because this is long. It's a lot to deal with. Do I need a million hair accessories for a grandma bun? No. Do I have them anyways? Yes. So I'm not allowed to buy new fun hair accessories. I'm allowed to buy bobby pins and black hair ties, and that's it. The last thing is purses, bags, and backpacks. This again is not really a problem for me. It is one of my impulse problems. I don't have a problem with continuously buying bags all the time. However, I do get obsessed with buying certain bags. Like, I get obsessed with owning an Eat a bag. I don't know if you know what that is, but it is a bag that is a backpack where the entire front is clear so you can put like pins and all kinds of fun stuff in there, and you can see it, but then you can't lose it, because I wear pins on my backpack and I lose them all the time, and it's devastating and it breaks my heart. I've got this Eat a Bag to try to solve that problem, and I have never used it because it's a big backpack and I like my little tiny one. What a waste of 6 days and $40. We're done with my no buys. Now we're moving on to my low buys, things I'm allowed to buy, but not in excess. The first thing kind of goes with the last thing, which is pins. So again, I don't buy these very often, but when I do, I kind of spend a lot of money on them if I find one I really like. So I am allowed to buy pins, but I am not allowed to spend more than $5 on any one single pin. I can't go crazy. The only times I'm allowed to buy pins are if I'm going somewhere or doing something that pin will then be a memory of. For my birthday, we go to Boston, and I typically get a pin while I'm there. It's for my birthday, and it's like my little memorabilia birthday pin from us going to Boston. So I can do that. Or if we go to some type of veg fest or something and they have like a cute pin, like I have this little bunny pin that says vegan, like I can get that. What I can't do is go into Target and get one of those giant packs of pins. It's like a popsicle and a banana and a drink and a peace sign, and I can't do that anymore. Those pins are not necessary. I don't need them. The next thing is notebooks. I have a lot of notebooks, and that is because I have a lot of ADHD and I don't have a lot of organization. So notebooks really help me write down my ideas and write down all these things. So I can't not buy notebooks. I can't buy expensive notebooks, and I can't go crazy on buying planners. And I mean, we'll eventually get to the planner problem that I had a couple years ago, which recently resurfaced about a year ago, and now it's gone again. Thank goodness. I'm just hoping it doesn't come back. Notebooks I'm allowed to buy. However, I am only allowed to spend $5 the whole year on notebooks. So if I want a notebook, I have to go to the Dollar Tree and buy it. That means I can have 5 notebooks a year. That's it. That's my max. I do not need more than 5 notebooks in a single year. That's ridiculous, especially with how many I currently have, even though most of them are pretty full. And now very wet. This one is so wet. So the next thing is, again, makeup and skincare. Those are no buy new, low buy repurchase. So if I need to replace the current makeup or skincare I have, I can do that. The next thing I think really is only for me. Unless somebody else out there has this problem, and if you do, please be friends with me, because I just am so tired of feeling like I'm crazy and alone. I am not allowed to spend an abhorrent amount of money on any new creative endeavors. So what ends up happening with me is I find a new type of craft, I find a new type of thing, I get excited about wanting to make something or learning to make something or learning to do something, and I will spend hundreds of dollars investing in all the tools and materials in order to make the thing. I will enjoy making the thing. I love making the thing. The thing is wonderful. However, I don't always have the urge to then sell it, because I made it and it's done, and now I have to like go through the process of selling it to recoup my money, and I don't always do that because I just wanted to make the thing, and to spend hundreds of dollars to make something with no intention of doing anything with it, including displaying it. Like I'm trying to start businesses that I will be able to use to sustain myself and to hopefully give to charity, because that's like my number one thing, is having a business that I can donate some of the proceeds to causes that I feel really strongly about. And every time I start a new project and spend my time and money and energy on that, I take away from the current projects that I have. I'm not telling myself that I can't come up with anything new, because that would just be ridiculous and unfair for my brain to never be able to be creative and new ever again for the whole year. But I do have a $50 budget on that. So I am not allowed to spend more than $50 on any new creative endeavor this year. So if I'm starting something new, I can't spend more than $50 on it. I'm allowed to spend money on adding to what I currently do. If it's along the same vein and I don't have to like go out and get a whole new setup, I can do that. But I cannot spend more than $50 on anything that is completely different and new from what I'm currently kind of working on. The next thing is something I've mentioned before, which is Hello Kitty. Now, it is not going to happen that I will not buy anything Hello Kitty this year. It's not possible. I'm sorry. I can't, okay? I know my weaknesses, and that's a big one. But I do have a budget. I am not allowed to spend more than $20. I came out with a whole bunch of stuff for her at CVS, and I ended up coming home with a $50 water cooler. Did I need that? No. Do I have it? Yes. Did it get kicked across the living room because I left it on the floor? Maybe. But in 2020, I am only allowed to spend $20 on Hello Kitty. So we're going to go back to the Starbucks thing. Not allowed to buy coffee from Starbucks. However, on my low buy, I am allowed 2 times a month to go to Starbucks and get tea, which means I have a budget of $2. I cannot spend more than $2 at Starbucks. A tall, iced tea of some kind is usually around $2. It might be 2 and change. So let's say I'm allowed to spend $3. Around $2. I can't get a coffee is the point. I'm only allowed to get tea, hot or cold tea. That's it. The only exception to that rule is if me and my friend go out. That does not count for my 2 times a month. I'm allowed to do that with her. But I can't just do that on a day-to-day basis. It's only twice a month. That's it. And the last thing I have is not necessarily an item, but it is a rule I now have for myself. It goes along with my $50 budget for new creative endeavors. The other rule I have is I am not allowed to purchase anything for any new creative endeavor without waiting at least 30 days. What that means is if I get a new exciting idea, I'm not allowed to run out and spend $50 tomorrow on buying everything for it. I have to sit on that idea and wait and decide if it's something I really want to pursue for at least 1 month before I'm allowed to make any purchases for it. And the reason for that is I come up with ideas all the time, literally constantly. At least once a week I have a new business idea. And if I jump on every single one, that $50 is going to be gone in literally a month. I need to really decide if it's something I really, really want to pursue, and it's not just an excited whim of an idea that my ADHD brain has latched onto. And I think that that's reasonable because that's about the amount of time it takes for me to become bored with something. So if in that month I'm still excited about it, then it will probably be around for a little bit longer than some things I've come up with. Whew, we made it. That is the end of my list of things I am not gonna buy, things I can buy, and things I'm gonna buy, but not that much of. So the next couple of videos I think are gonna be going through all of my stuff, a cleaning and organization video, videos about what I currently have, and that will go for not just my life, but also for my business, my creative side, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, please leave a comment, I don't know, engage, interact. I'm doing this to kind of hold myself accountable and also just maybe find like-minded people who suffer with impulsive buying, creative issues that go along with impulsive buying, people who make things. And I would love to create a community around people who just, you know, are kind of disorganized and want to get their shit together and are trying to figure out how. So if that's you and you're interested in being a part of the community, then welcome. It's nice to meet you, and I will see you next time. Bye.